All right. So, listen, guys, we have a huge episode today. Trust me, you do not want to miss this one. We have a lot of news and probably one of the craziest stories we've seen for a long time. This is probably going to be one of the most information-packed episodes that I have done. Trust me, we're going to get into that huge story just in a minute. But of course, like always, we have to recap what happened this weekend. So what happened this weekend? We had the foam runners. We had a Nike sneakers release, which was the Giraffe Dunks. And how did it go? Well, let's start off with the foam runners. I've got the Sand foam runner right here. This one restocked on May the 29th. And then, of course, we have the Mineral Blue. And Look, we have to get into something pretty deep here, okay? I'm going to put the tin cap on. So I've been taking a whole bunch of L's, including this release, on the Adidas Confirmed app for a while now. And the thing is, it's like after a couple L's, you're like, okay, yeah, obviously, you know, there's a lot of luck that goes into this. I'm just taking L's. Maybe I'm on an L streak. And then I took an L on the Yeezy Quantum, the flash orange, which was sitting everywhere. And I don't even know if it completely sold out on the Confirmed app, but I took an L on that pair of shoes. And then I started thinking, okay, listen, this is getting to a point where it's a little bit ridiculous. Now, something that's been happening on my Adidas Confirmed app and my regular app, same email address connected to both. Whenever I try and check out for a regular item, let's say I want to buy an Adidas t-shirt or I want to buy a pair of joggers, it has been giving me payment failure. So I started looking into this a little bit more. And what I noticed was I cannot buy anything on either apps, and that doesn't include raffles, exclusive access, anything like that. It's literally just random items that I want to pick up from the Adidas app or the Confirmed app. I cannot check out. So I tried multiple different payment methods, and I'll put up a little screen recording of what actually the issue is. I don't know necessarily whether this directly links to me always taking L's on the Adidas Confirmed app. However, I have not taken a W on either of the apps since this problem started happening. I picked up this checkout error for a couple months, and ever since I picked up that, I have never taken a W on either of the apps. I've never been able to win a raffle. So there is something that I believe is linking these two together. I suggest if you guys have been taking a whole lot of L's recently, is just check and see if you can buy something on the app. Maybe buy something super cheap like, I don't know, some socks or something like that, and see if it's also occurring with you. Try change your payment method and see if there is actually a problem with your Adidas app. And yeah, whatever information I find, I will also try and update this. And you can let me know down in the comment section if you have any theories as to why this is happening. Listen, guys, we got a lot of news to get into, so let's jump straight into the news. So first story up for me here today is a huge one. I'm going to put it straight at the beginning. This is a huge story. So we know we've been talking about Yeezy and how they're restocking all kinds of different sneakers in 2021. And we're going to get into all of the sneakers that are restocking. But this one just popped up yesterday thanks to Yeezy Mafia. And take a look. Just see what you think. This is the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Beluga. And it is coming back this year. And not only is it coming back, but it is coming back as a reflective. So that's right. The Yeezy 350 V2 Beluga, that is the all-over gray with the orange stripe down the side. I believe this first released back in 2017. I'm not actually too sure the exact release date. I never managed to get it, so I will definitely be after this one. This is huge. It really shows that Yeezy and Adidas is not afraid whatsoever of kind of restocking their most hyped products, and that is one of the most iconic Yeezy 350s of all time, the Beluga 350, which I believe is going for something ridiculous on the secondary market. So when are these releasing? They will be releasing sometime holiday season or holiday part of the year, which I believe is like October to December, sometime around there. Of course, we'll get an exact release date as it becomes closer to the time. But as of right now, I think this is huge news. news. And a reflective Beluga, you can't argue with the fact that that's a pretty genius move, not to restock the regular one, but to add a little twist, which I think is really cool. Just like the Alien Blues, where they didn't restock the original Aliens, they just added a little bit of a change up in the colorway and made it reflective, and then they brought it back out. So yeah, I am super excited about this. It's a pretty huge piece of information for you guys. So yeah, let me know what you think about the Beluga. Are we calling this a 2.0? No, there already is a 2.0. The Beluga Reflective, we'll just go with that. That is coming holiday season this year. All right, so next one, we've got a sponsor. So this is a really, really good sponsor, Skillshare. So I'm gonna hand it off to myself to tell you about Skillshare. When I first started here on YouTube, I was like most, a complete beginner with everything like speaking to a camera, video editing, photography. So I started to take some classes with Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes for online creators. One class that I think taught me a whole lot of really valuable information was the iPhone filmmaking class, and that was by Caleb Babcock and Niles Gray. That course gave me confidence in the fact that you don't necessarily need a $3,000 camera to make great videos. And Skillshare has well over 25,000 online courses taught by experts. So if you have an area of yourself that you want to improve at, or a new skill that you want to try and master, well, Skillshare is a really awesome place to learn new things. Maybe you want to start a new YouTube channel yourself, or maybe you just want to learn photography to take some really dope Instagram pictures. And not just filmmaking, Skillshare literally has everything from animation, marketing, entrepreneurship, photography, and the list goes on. So here's the deal. The first 1,000 of you to go and visit the link down in the description will receive a free trial of Skillshare Premium. Membership is only $10 a month, and with the value that you can get from Skillshare, I think it is incredibly affordable. The class that I'm currently taking is with the man himself, MKBHD, and his class is called YouTube Success: Script, Shoot, and Edit. So far, it's super great. I'm learning a lot of really valuable information, so I definitely recommend that one. But let's make 2021 a year of learning something new, and visit that link down in the description to get you started. But either way, let's get back to the video. We're gonna stick with Yeezy, and I'm quickly going to run through the restocks that are happening this year. We've got all of them laid out. Some we've spoke about on this channel before, and some we haven't. So I'm gonna try and make this as quick. I'm not gonna dive into as much detail as I would like if I did a separate video, but I'm just gonna run through every single Yeezy that we know right now that is going to be restocking this year. In May, the Yeezy Foam Runner in the sand colorway. We just saw that. Now, next month, we've got the Yeezy Slides, of course, the Pure and the Core. And then in August, we've got the Yeezy MNVN, both in the triple black colorway and in the orange colorway. And then we've got some more in August. This is the kind of Yeezy Day restocks. So it's the Yeezy 350 Taillight, the Black Reflective, the Synth, and then the Cloud White Yeezy 350. Those are all coming back. And then, of course, in August as well, probably for Yeezy Day, we've got the Wave Runner restock. And then in September, we've got two Yeezy Desert Boots, and of course, it is the Oil and Rock colorway. These are both ones that released previously. We are now getting them back. Also in September, we're getting the Yeezy 450. This is coming back as a restock, which seems crazy to me because this is literally something that released really not that long ago. But yeah, we're getting the Cloud White Yeezy 450. And then we're getting more Yeezy Slides. As I said, these seem to be releasing every couple months, just kind of restocking. So we're going to be getting the Soot colorway. November time, of course, we are getting the Blush, the OG Yeezy 500 coming back. Also the Yeezy 350 Blue Tint. I believe we've spoke about that on last week's episode or before that. So yeah, that is all of the restocks that we know as of right now. And man, that is crazy. These are like some of the most hyped up, crazy, awesome pairs of Yeezys. And we're gonna kick it off with this next shoe that we have spoke about before. However, this is looking to be coming a lot quicker than I thought. So of course, we're taking a look at the Fragment, Sacai, and Nike LDV waffle. So take a look at this. I don't think we've actually seen an actual picture this up close before. In terms of the suede, looks really nice and nappy. It looks like it's going to be good quality. So this is supposed to be coming on June the 1st. the EU release date on June the 1st. Now, I believe that they're basing this off of the fact that it popped up on some kind of EU raffle, and obviously they took it down after that. But as of right now, June the 1st is what, Tuesday? And we haven't seen any kind of information on this that actually makes it securely going to be releasing on June the 1st. So definitely take that as a tentative release date and to be confirmed. Yeah, let's keep it moving because we do have another Fragment piece of news. Now, these have already loaded up on Nike sneakers, so I did just want to give you an update on the release date from these. Of course, this is the Fragment Nike Dunk High Beijing, and it is dropping on June the 5th. If you want to start getting prepared, raffles have already been popping up here and there. Of course, we've seen like early pairs and early images of this pair of shoes for a long time now. Obviously, it is going to be in very high demand. Personally, I mean, I like it, but at the same time, I'm a little bit dunked out. I don't really have too much nostalgia about this specific pair of shoes, but of course, if you do, 100% go for it because it's going to be hard to get and you want to really try and cover all of your bases, enter as many raffles as possible. But yeah, again, June 5th for this one. Now let's keep it moving to something insane. This is insane, trust me. So take a look at this right here. What the hell does that look like? It looks like a collapse of people's minds if this was actually a thing. So the Air Dior, the Air Jordan 1 Dior collaboration, which we saw, I believe, last year or 2019. I can't actually remember that, but anyway, this was a stupidly hyped pair of shoes. It was, I think, limited to 8,500 pairs. They got Travis Scott involved. It was a huge deal. It was selling for tens of thousands of dollars, pounds, and now this is rumored to be coming in a Chicago colorway. Let me just tell you right now, these would be going for a ridiculous amount of money, instantly more than the original one. Personally, $2,000 is way out of my budget for a pair of shoes, so it's not really something that is that feasible for me, but I'm just interested to see the kind of hype that this would draw up. Now, not only this Chicago colorway, but also a black and white, and then an all over white. Now, whichever one does end up releasing, or whether none of them end up releasing. So obviously this is a very speculative thing, like, you know, it's definitely not 100% guaranteed by any means. However, there was a Jordan 1 insider, and he kind of leaked it, or at least that's what House of Heat is saying, and potentially this could be a thing. However, we haven't seen any leaked images. Maybe this insider saw images and knows, but as of right now, all we have to go off are these kind of photoshopped or rendered images of what they potentially could look like. All right, the question is to you guys, what do you think the resale price would be on a Chicago Air Dior Jordan 1? I want to know, considering the first one and how much that, let's say, originally went for. It's gone down since then, but let's say that original price, and then think about the Chicago colorway. Let me know what you guys think, whether it would be more or less. Give me a price, how much you think that one would go for. But yeah, it's just a rumored release, so nothing to get too crazy about, and let's keep it moving to another Nike Dunk Low. This one is a team red colorway. We did originally see the high, which I believe was a woman's exclusive, and now we're seeing a low. I actually really like the colorway on this. It's a nice deep, almost maroon red color. I think it looks super, super clean. I don't know whether this is going to be a woman's exclusive again. However, we'll have to wait and see, because as of right now, the release date is 2021. Talk about complete saturation of the market when it comes to dunks. They are literally in any colorway you could possibly want. They got a dunk for that color, all right? And then we've got some more Bad Bunny, or another Bad Bunny Forum Low. Now this one, if you take a look right here, is obviously a triple black, which I think would probably be my favorite out of the other two, or out of the three that are going to be releasing. So they did the brown one, the pink one. This black one looks probably my favorite in my opinion. But yeah, the Forum Low, the Bad Bunny, they're going for ridiculous amounts on the resale market. They're in extremely high demand, and these would do the exact same thing. Trust me, these were going to be just as freaking hard to get, just as freaking in high demand. So this, I believe we saw when Bad Bunny was like doing the whole wrestling thing. I believe he was wearing these, if I'm not mistaken, or at least we saw first looks. So I don't know why they're calling this first looks. Maybe it's like the first really up close looks. As of right now, we do not have a release date. So the only time we can expect this is summer 2021. So that should be kind of around the corner. It would make sense, you know, if they're going to release another forum, that they would kind of jump in ASAP to avoid kind of releasing it after the hype goes down a bit. So yeah, if you were really into the Bad Bunny forums, you never got any of the other ones, you may just have another shot at a triple black colorway. All right, so this one is just a little kind of closer look. So this one right here is the Yeezy MNVN Bright Cyan. We know that this is going to be releasing on June the 7th. However, I did just want to give you some on-foot looks because I believe the last video we just showed the rendered or official images. So yeah, take a look at how these look on foot. Personally, I'm a fan. I really like this colorway. I really liked all of the other colorways of the MNVN too, so of course I'm gonna like this one. The blue, blue is just a nice color in general. It's easy on the eyes, it goes well with black, so I definitely can see why this would be a dope pair of shoes. But yeah, if you wanted this one, June the 7th, that is this weekend, this upcoming weekend, so definitely be on the lookout for these. And of course, I will have a review over here on the channel as soon as I can get my hands on these. So yeah, just a little update, a little look at how these are on foot before you make your decision. Next up, we've got an Ultraboost, and this one's pretty crazy. So take a look at this one right here. This is the Ultraboost Zebra. We're now calling this the Zebra, obviously for the Yeezy 350 Zebra. So this is an Ultraboost 5.0. They are really trying their very best to keep these Ultraboosts in some kind of demand. Now, I do have to say that this is a very clean pair of Ultraboosts, and I find it strange that they haven't done this before. Like, surely they've done this Zebra effect on other Ultraboosts in the past. I feel like I've seen this. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if they have done this. I just can't think of it right now for some reason. But anyway, these are going to be dropping on June the 1st in Australia. So they're not dropping as a global release as of right now. However, we may see a global release just after that. So I would stay, you know, look alive, make sure you're ready for this. If this is a pair of shoes that you really, really want, I can't imagine it would be that hard to get. However, I could see these selling out. For anybody who doesn't have the Zebra 350s, this is probably one of your closest comparisons to that. Like, it's an Ultraboost, you're going to get pretty much the same comfort, and it looks pretty damn similar in that respect. So definitely a nice one. You know what, I'm probably going to try and pick it up. Why not? I mean, I do have the Zebra 350s, so it's not going to be something I'm going to literally go all out on, but I wouldn't mind checking out a little Zebra Ultraboost 5.0. June the 1st for everybody out in Australia. Hopefully we get a global release. Of course, if I get any more information, I will update you guys over here on the channel. But yeah, this next one is pretty cool. So obviously we got the announcement there was going to be another Space Jam movie, the Space Jam 2, and now we're starting to see some of the merch or some of the kind of products that are affiliated with the movie. And this is the first one, a kind of UNC Air Force One with a little patch of the characters, obviously the bunny, on the back of the shoe. So this is called the Air Force One Low Hare. This, I assume, is going to be releasing with the movie or really close to the date that the movie comes out, which I believe is this year. So yeah, take a look at this image here. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's all over white with some blue accents, and then of course you have the patch on the back. This just kind of seems like something you could just make yourself. Like, you could buy a patch like that, stitch it in or glue it on, and then paint the swooshes, or, you know, add a different swoosh. It seems like a very, very easy thing to do, but nonetheless, it is a cool pair of Air Force Ones. And again, 2021, whenever the movie comes around, definitely expect this and probably some other shoes and probably some clothing as well. Guess what, guys? We got some more dunks. So this one, I just wanted to bring it in here because when I first saw the images, we took a look at it over here on the channel. channel, and I was like, these look pretty bad. I don't really like the shoe itself, but then now we've got some on foot pictures, and let me tell you, they actually don't look too bad. So take a look over here. You've got the Dunk Low, and this is called the Scrap, or the Nike Dunk Scrap, and this is the RKO brown colorway. So look at this. That's not bad. That's not that bad. So again, I mentioned that this is like the scrap, so they're using like extra unorthodox materials, or, you know, pieces of materials on here that are like raw edged and like, you know, not cut next to the stitching. So you can see by the toe box there's like this weird kind of triangle thing going on because they're using scrap materials essentially. There's a lot of differences between this and a regular pair of Dunks, but looking at it on foot, I gotta say, it definitely looks a lot better than just the images of them sat there. So yeah, they are going to be releasing sometime this year in 2021, like I said in the last video. So I'm not gonna spend much more time. I just wanted to give you guys a look at how these looked on foot, because I thought they looked better. So anyway, this next one is crazy. I like this one just so much. This looks insane. So take a look at this Air Force One right here. So this is an Air Force One of One. I unboxed a pair of these on the channel, I can't remember, a couple months ago. But the Air Force One of One essentially is an all-over Velcro Air Force One, and these panels come with the pair of shoes, so you can add them to the shoe, and you can kind of make it a one of one. You can flip panels around, flip the swoosh around, put it on the opposite side, and that's where the one of one name comes from, just kind of creating it and making it a little bit more your own. So this one right here is an anime-inspired Air Force One, and this just seems insane if it did release. Like, is this going to be releasing? I hope so. It does say sometime in 2021. It's called Nike and the Mighty Swooshers, and obviously there's some really, really cool accents to it. And this is kind of what you want from an Air Force One of one. Like, you want to be able to really make it crazy and customizable and add different stuff that really make it interesting, because the original one was just white, so you either go black or white, and I like that concept. However, this definitely makes it a whole lot more interesting. But yeah, anyway, if you are interested in this sometime in 2021, apparently I'm sure we will get some more updates on whether this is going to release or not, or if we get an exact release date. But as of right now, I think this looks sick. Super, super cool, super clean. But let's keep it moving, because like I said, guys, today we got a whole lot of information. So Happy Gilmore. How do you guys feel about the movie Happy Gilmore? Personally, I loved it. I think it was an amazing movie, and probably a lot of us hold fond memories about that movie. It was hilarious. So this is a collaboration, or a sneaker that is going to kind of pay homage or be released around the time of the movie's 25th birthday anniversary, and that is August the 8th. So this one is a collaboration with Extra Butter, Happy Gilmore on the Adidas Ultraboost, and of course this is the golden jacket. So some really cool little hints, like on the toe box you've got the hand there, and then you've got some extra laces and stuff. It's a cool color, and I just think it looks cool. It's not like heavy inspired by Happy Gilmore, but like, you know, it kind of is, which makes it look cool. It looks very, very premium as well. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking about this one. For me, I just think it's cool. It's nothing insane. However, you know, I'm definitely not mad at this pair of shoes. Let's keep it moving, because we are going to get into one more thing before we end out today's video, and it's just a little update. So essentially, I wanted to update you guys on the Yeezy 380 Alien Blue. I made a how to cop video with this included for the foam runners, and I mentioned that this was going to be a Monday shock drop. So obviously for the past year, we've seen Adidas kind of do their Monday releases, and on their Monday releases, they don't give us any information on when these are going to be releasing. They just pop up. Now, I just wanted to quickly update you guys. There has been some raffles popping up. I know, it's crazy. I don't get it, because Adidas never does this. So if you guys want this pair of shoes, there are raffles that are live right now. Again, I wouldn't sleep. It's a solid Yeezy 380. I think this looks super dope. That pretty much wraps it up for today's video, guys. I want to thank you so much for coming through, hanging out with me for yet again another episode. I want to thank you so much for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. You know I will catch you guys in the next one, but until then.